So we have all been aware of Tesla's famed truck, pickup truck that will be coming out soon. But Rivian has kind of beat them to the punch of displaying their pickup truck. It actually is going live tonight at an event. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it to that though. But it is going to be one of the first of its two electric adventure vehicles, as they're calling it. And they're calling the pickup truck the R1T. It's an all-electric 5-passenger pickup. And today is the first unveiling of the truck. We kind of saw the SUV a little bit, but I kind of want to go over the truck because they listed some specs that are pretty darn impressive. We're just going to kind of go over this here real quick and kind of give our take. They said range of 400 plus miles.
That's pretty impressive.
That's really impressive. That means it's going to have a beast of a battery. Obviously, we'll get to that in a few minutes, but that's massive. Weighting depth of 1 meter.
Also, with that skateboard battery, they're going to have quadruple motors. So there's going to be one motor for each wheel instead of one per axle.
Okay, so here is like their specs basically and what they have released. So it'll be 3 battery sizes, 105 kilowatt hour, 135 kilowatt hour, and a massive 180 kilowatt hour, all of which are bigger than Tesla's biggest current battery.
Of those, though, they did say that the 105 won't be available initially. It's going to come at a later date, but the 135 kilowatt hour and 180 should be available as soon as they start production.
Yeah, which currently is proposed for 2020. Apparently, they already have a factory and everything. So it's actually looking like this is probably going to be the first real Tesla competition on the market. So we have 5 passengers listed. Powertrain, like David was saying, it'll have 4 motors, 1 on each wheel. That'll be really nice. 147 kilowatts per wheel. So one interesting thing here is the range. It's going to start at 230 miles with that 105 kilowatt hour pack, all the way up to 400 plus with a 180 pack. That's a nice amount of range.
Yeah, no, but if you do the math on that, you'll see that it comes out to about 2.2 kilowatts per mile. So that's a lot worse than what a Model S, Model X, or Model 3 get.
Yeah.
But with the larger battery, they're able to get even better ranges. But one thing I'd like to point out, which I don't see them mentioning anywhere in the materials, is that that's probably an empty truck. That's not going to be if you're pulling a trailer or if you have 5,000 pounds of cargo in the back. That it's going to be going from 2.2 at the best down to maybe 1 kilowatt per mile. So it's going to be, not quite as, it's not going to be at 400 miles when towing a trailer.
Top speed is 125 miles an hour, which is a lot less than Model S, X, or even 3. But to be honest, do people really need a higher top speed?
Yeah.
99.99% of people do not. 0 to 60, even the smallest battery is going to do 4.9 seconds. That's highly respectable, especially for a truck. All the way down to 3 seconds and even 3.2 seconds. It's funny though, you'll see here the 135 kilowatt hour pack does 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. The 180 kilowatt hour pack does it in 3.2. So clearly that added weight from the battery is kind of slowing it down a little bit, if you will. Vehicle weight is 2,600 kilograms, which is about on par with Model X.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty interesting. They're able to pack that 180 kilowatt hour pack and have the truck, everything, for basically the same weight as Model X. So payload is going to be about 800 kilograms, roughly 1,600 pounds, and that's in the bed of the truck. Whereas towing, though, will be 5,000 kilograms, or almost like 11,000 pounds. That's crazy. That's a heck of a towing. I think Model X is capped out at about 5,000 pounds.
Yeah, about half that.
So this can do like double that, which is super impressive. So ground clearance is looking about 360 millimeters, which is about, what would you say?
About 14
inches?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's about 14 inches. That's actually quite a bit. It does say off-road ground clearance, which makes me think it might have air suspension,
Yep.
which is awesome. So it will have a climbing gradient of 45 degrees, which is ridiculous. That's super steep. So that'll be kind of fun to test out one of these days. Frunk volume, 330 liters, which is, what do you think in gallons?
It's like 80, 85, 87 gallons.
Yeah.
Which is massive.
That's a massive frunk.
Especially compared to the Model 3 frunk. That is huge.
That's like the old rear-wheel drive Model S frunk.
It's probably bigger than that.
Yeah, okay. So that's massive frunk. The bed length is 55 inches, which also coincidentally is almost the bed width. So it's almost like a square 55 by 55. With the tailgate down though, it is about 82 inches or about 6'10". The rear bin volume is 200 liters. Now the rear bin, I think from the pictures, is where they are keeping the tire. the spare
and-
tire
which is
under the
in
bed.
which is under the bed. That was neat that it does
Yup.
include a full-size spare.
And then the gear tunnel. I find this to be pretty
That
fascinating.
was pretty cool because if you open the doors, you can see like all the way through the truck, and it could put some really large tools in there. I can't think, chainsaws. I don't know, pretty good size stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah, those are kind of like the initial specs. Pretty interested to see what it looks like in person. The interior actually looked pretty nice.
Yeah, overall, I thought it looked really nice when I first saw it, but when I saw those headlights, they just
Yeah.
didn't do it for me.
It looks very futuristic,
Yep.
which I kind of dig. It doesn't look like a typical truck, which that's what I didn't want to see. So that's actually kind of nice. The charge port in the front is actually kind of nice.
But also by having it on the passenger side, if you are parked along the street or something, you can charge along on the curb.
So anyway, looking at some of the pictures here, it looks like they're going to have some outlets in the back of the truck. That's nice. I kind of wish Tesla would have an outlet somewhere. But what are those outlets?
Those are just regular 515 NEMA outlets.
Okay. So maybe enough to run some pretty lightweight, at least like charge a drill,
Yeah,
stuff
definitely.
like that.
You can charge all your battery power tools and maybe to do some light.
Not going to run a welder.
No, you probably need 240 for that, and it doesn't look like they're going to have 240.
And it does, like, I'm a fan of how, like, the tailgate, like, drops all the way down. I haven't seen that on a truck before. But the interior here, it looks like it kind of has a center screen, almost like the Model 3. But then it still has something in front of the driver, kind of like Model S and X. Almost looks like a hybrid. And it does look like it has a cool air vent system as well.
And if you check out even like the center console, the armrest looks really similar to the Model X. You know, it looks like they'll
Yeah.
slide forward independently for the armrests. So
Everything else, they're doing wood trim, kind of like Tesla's doing.
looks like got the scroll wheels there that toggle on the steering wheel as well.
I actually wish they have this one picture here of the interior with the door pillar, like the B pillar, cut away. I almost wish it opened like that, with
yeah.
like suicide doors.
Yep.
That would really make it nice. But I mean, the back seats, actually, it looks like a lot of room. It looks like you got an all glass roof. The seats look nice. They don't look bad, in my opinion. I don't know. Let us know what you think down below. But yeah, that's kind of like the gist of the R1T, which is Rivian's new electric truck. It definitely looks very futuristic and not as truck-like. And yeah, they have a picture of it with a tent even.
Yeah, I think it really looks nice, and I think it definitely sets the bar for Tesla. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see what Tesla comes up. I know that Elon recently tweeted that they're going to push up the timeline and bring
Yeah.
it to market a lot sooner, maybe before the next gen Roadster and before the Y, or maybe at the same time as the Y.
Yep.
So this is it'll be interesting to see. Maybe we'll be seeing Tesla's version of their pickup truck soon.
Yeah, that would be really awesome to see. I mean, I'm kind of a fan of it. I think it looks really nice. I haven't seen the door handles anywhere. So they're flush in the pictures I've seen. So I'm kind of curious
Probably
about
going to be like the Model
those.
3, I would guess.
That's what I would think too. We haven't seen, like, none of these pictures show anything like that though.
You know, if this didn't have the Rivian logo on it, and if the headlights and the front end were a little different, I would think this was a Tesla.
Yeah.
This is what I would envision the Tesla truck to look like. It's nice
Yeah.
and sleek,
Yep.
and just the specs make it sound amazing. So this is what I would expect the Tesla truck to be like.
So one thing I'm sure everybody wants to know is the price. And what we have seen is it will start at $69,000 or $61,500 after the federal tax credit, given that's still around in 2020. You never know. But that's what it's looking like to start out, which is going to be for the 105 kilowatt hour pack. That won't start selling until 2021 though. So they're going to start with the 135 and the 180 kilowatt hour pack. So I imagine that price is going to be closer to 120 as a minimum. I think it's going to really be like Model X
It's
price.
going to be up there, yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm expecting. I guess we'll learn more about pricing soon. All they've released right now, though, is the starting price.
Another thing that we got to point out with these ranges and with these battery packs, though, is they don't have a supercharger network. So
That is a huge thing to think about.
while it says you have a 400-mile range, and if you don't have any cargo and you think you can maybe go 400 miles, there's no place for you to charge these yet. And we don't know, I don't know if it's announced that it's going to have CCS or CHAdeMO, but it's probably going to be CCS, if anything.
Yeah.
Or is it going to have Tesla? Who knows?
So we haven't heard anything about that, but it would be so nice if somebody would partner with Tesla. I know there was talk that Boilinger, or what was that? Whatever that other one was looking at partnering with Tesla. They tweeted Elon, but nothing on their website says they are. So I don't know if maybe they realized that they would have to help build out the network to utilize it, and that kind of scared them away. But it would be great to see this partner with Tesla, because that's really what kills it on electric vehicles for me.
Because if you don't have a supercharger network or a way to charge every
Quickly.
to recharge your battery along a road trip, you can't take this car anywhere.
No.
You can drive it around town. It would be great for a work vehicle, but you're not going to be able to tow your trailer, across the state to the county fair or go up to Yellowstone or something like that. You're not going to be able to take this on vacations unless they have a charging network. And
it really limits you.
And Electrify America is starting to build out the CCS network. It's going to be several years before you're going to be able to use that network to do any route across the United States. There might be a couple limited routes initially, but it's going to be
It's going to take a long time to reach Tesla's charger status and network status. It's not something that's going to happen quickly.
And also, it's not going to be free. So for those of you with free supercharging, who taking advantage of that crossing the country for free, this is probably, I could take that back. You never know. They might have some sort of credit, but it's not going to be on their network because they don't have their own network.
Yeah, but I mean, that being said, Tesla's truck probably won't have free supercharging either because they kind of did away with that.
Yeah, it might have a limited amount, but it's not going to be unlimited for life like we were able to get with the Model S.
I mean, maybe Tesla should just buy them and make it easy for everybody.
It could be
That could be an interesting acquisition.
Definitely looks like they're ready. It looks, I'm sure they have a lot of stuff to do with the software, the battery technology, but that'd probably be a good fit.
Yeah, because as my understanding is, they won't be doing like test rides or anything tonight either at the event, which is kind of a bummer. It would have been nice to see a real working, tangible test ride vehicle.
One other thing we didn't touch on is something similar to autopilot, and it does say that they're going to have something similar with level 3 autonomous driving capabilities, including sensors, cameras, radar.
You think LiDAR?
I believe it said LiDAR on there as well. So.
Yeah. So another thing to look forward to, they're going about it a different way with LiDAR, which has its pros and cons. Elon's talked about it a lot. So yeah, I'm really excited to see this. Hopefully it really pans out for them because the more competition, the better. Competition is great, and that's why I was really depressed today to hear everything about GM.
Yeah.
So, I mean, video for another day, but long story short, GM's going to be canceling the Volt and firing like 15,000 people.
Yeah.
So Tesla is hiring. Put the link down below. Check them out. But I don't know. I'm really excited to see this. Hopefully we can check one out in person soon and really kind of put it through its matches. Let's take it up to the mountains. Let's off-road this thing. Comment down below if you would like to see that video, and we will try to make that happen for you guys. But that's basically it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Definitely stay tuned too, because we'll be doing a lot of giveaways. We have so many things planned to give away. So definitely stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't. And we'll try to make this happen where we can get this thing and take it off-road and have some fun with it. That's basically it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Smash that thumbs up button if you did. Comment down below and let us know what you guys think of this truck. Do you like it? Is there anything you don't like? Do you like the styling? I'm a huge fan of that like gear pass-through that they talked about. That was really cool. But definitely click here to subscribe, here for some other ones, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.